And we are live. Hello and welcome to the 134th episode of the Anarch Media Show on June 4th, 2025. It's a late start, 9:13 in the morning, but we have some fun stuff because I've got my setup working so as best as I can. that sounds that sounds like confidence building, very confidence building right there. No, we are going to be using the build cam behind me as well as the behind the scenes cam, which is set up. I got which is fun. I can switch between them on the fly here relatively painlessly. And we are building today Lego set 75-348, the first or the second ship, however you want to think of it. In the bags, when you build them, you build the TIE Interceptor first and the Mandalorian Fang Fighter second. But on the box, it's listed as the Mandalorian Fang Fighter versus the TIE Interceptor. Boom, the box broken down. Lego set 75-348, Mandalorian Fang Fighter versus TIE Interceptor. And there's the back of the box. You can see that. The comes with a Mandalorian with a Darksaber, a Mandalorian Fleet Commander, a TIE Pilot, and R2-E6. And we have them back there on the table. Once we get everybody happy, we got the dragons going. I got going ready with my wireless mics here. The sounds okay. I have to speak. Yeah. I'm looking to upgrade my wireless mics pretty soon. But so on the fly, here we go. Produced on the fly, unscripted, unrehearsed. We just kind of winging it as we go. Here we go. We're switching to the overhead cam. There you can see the overhead, the bag, and the TIE Interceptor already built. I'm not building the TIE Interceptor because the TIE Interceptor I've already built. What I am doing is switching over to the behind the scenes cam. Now, when I go over to the build, look at this. I'm on cam. How cool is that? Now, unfortunately, I can't monitor in real time what's going on. You guys can probably see it if you zoom in. If you were to zoom in on my screen, you can see the analytics behind me. Try and keep an eye on the health of the stream. But this is the Fang Fighter. Well, before we get going too far, let's go over the TIE Interceptor. The reason I love this set, 75-348, is the TIE Interceptor. I like the TIE. I love the TIE Interceptor. From ever since I was a young boy and saw Return of the Jedi. I love the TIE Interceptor. My older brother had a model of it, I remember. So I got to really see it in detail. But part of this TIE Interceptor set is the Mandalorian Fang Fighter. Comes in 3 bags. I guess it's the first ship. I'll have to correct that in the description. It's the first ship. It's bags 1, 2, and 3. You build this first, and then you build the TIE Interceptor. So that's 3 bags sitting there right now. I might have to move the Interceptor a little farther back, out of the way. That's 3 bags sitting there. And yeah, all at once. So it's always fun trying to find especially the first few small pieces. Oh, and we have our Mandalorian here. Oh wait, I grabbed the wrong Mandalorian. This Mandalorian goes back. This is the Mandalorian we wanted, with the darksaber, with the jetpack and the darksaber. Then we have, set him back here. We also have our Mandalorian fleet pilot, or fleet commander. And I have him holding a detonator or a weird droid thing. I think, yeah, they have him. It comes with that. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, or if it's a training droid, or that's what it looks like to me. Is one of those lightsaber training droids. Oh, got something in my throat, and I look nice and washed out on cam there because of the overhead. That's okay. We're here to watch the build. Now, if I can just keep from sticking my head in cam. And there's R2 6E, E6. R2E6. R2E6. So we'll set them back here, out of the way. And we begin with bag one, which we would build first the Mandalorian. Starting with that. Hopefully we're getting all that nice sound on the second mic. All that sweet ASMR. Lego ASMR. Okay, 1x4s. 1x4s. Oh, I can't wait till we get that a little more strengthened together. One of these. That gives us a little more rigidity. So, I only work one day this week on my upcoming work week, which I normally work the back half of the week, so I don't stream those days. But this week, I got out of those salt mines most of the week. I only go in for one day this week because This weekend in Arizona, the land of the burning sun, is the Phoenix Fan Fusion, formerly not that known by that name, or Phoenix Comic Con. Can't use that name anymore. But Phoenix Fan Fusion, 3-day event, all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, someday. And yeah, so I'm hoping to shoot a little bit of video and probably put together a little report on Fan Fusion. I don't think I can do it live. I'm not set up to go mobile live yet. So, but if that's something that interests anyone, let me know. I need to do some video editing anyway. Some of my videos that ended up going in 2 parts on the live stream because the internet connection dropped. I kept recording that whole time. So I was going to post that as the complete episode. But I want to do some editing on it just to trim off the beginning and the ends, tighten up the ends, the beginning and the end of the videos. What step am I on? What step am I on? I got talking and I forgot what I'm doing. 2 2x4s. There we go. We are on step 11. We can keep track of what we are doing. Our attention is greater than that of a 4-year-old. We hope. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to set that aside and move on to step 12. Step 12. Okay, a dark gray. One by 6 flat. Where are you? Maybe not dark gray. It's not dark gray. That's why I can't find it. It's light gray. It's that piece right there. Oh, that didn't get taken apart. That should have been taken apart. It was now. It is now. No, this one. Okay. Now I'm looking for that piece I just popped off to put it back on, and you're like, why did you pop it off? And I'm like, do not question my genius. Do not question the method. Do not question my my neuroatypicalness. Here we go. Okay. Where is this piece? This is what I want next. And this attaches here. Set that aside and build the other side. Now, why can't I find this piece? Step 20. Okay. Why can't I find you? The 1x4 with no studs on top, flat plate. There it is, hiding, trying to hide from me. Now I need the 2x2 that's missing one stud. This one. Now everything's getting way too spread out. I have to push it all back together once I find my pieces. That. And the right triangle, 2x2. There it is. That didn't take too terribly long. Okay. Now these. Yeah, that's right. Step 24. 2 L's black. Stream health is still healthy. Turn it over. Find yonder pieces. Now, when I originally got this set, this was actually a Christmas present. I did build it in order and built the Fang and then built the TIE Interceptor. And as I ran out of room for other stuff, the Fang went into back into bags, into a bag, and the Interceptor got a stand. So we're putting this together, and hopefully somewhere I can find a place to put it. Yeah, and get a stand for it. Okay, these little pieces. And 2. Okay. Oh, nope. That's the one we want. Turn it back over. Okay. Turn it, flip it over again. Okay, 2 2x3s in white. Dark gray 2x2s. Okay, upside down and inside out. Yeah, that's correct. It looks correct. Okay, got my pieces set aside. Where do you go? Where do you go? Oh, we still stay flipped. And more. These are all the same side. There's one of the other side. Oop. Things are popping loose. It's still in a fairly fragile state. So be careful what you're pressing on. Okay, where do you want me to put these? Okay. All right, we're strengthened a little more from underneath. Okay, we need to build, set this aside here. Where we build this, 2 of these. There's 1. All right, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Keep my head out of the overhead. I may have to adjust that one. There's the piece I was looking for. Turning it over. And that's bag 1. This is bag 1. Empty out bag 2. That one. Yes. Okay, I do have the, yeah, making sure my mics were set correctly. They are. After 2 videos where I've failed to have audio because of one reason or another, I'm now a little gun shy about that. Looking for a 1x4 in dark gray. Not that one, this one. Oh, I don't have all the pieces I need yet. Where are you? There you are. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Mandalorian Fang is very flat. A lot of very flat ships in Star Wars. Okay. Okay, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Okay. One of those. Neil Wolf. Oh, that's how long it took me to notice. I don't know how long. Neil Wolf, but welcome. Welcome. You have some free time. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. I'm trying to burn up a little free time myself. If I can find the pieces I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm terrible with chat. I try, I got it there. I'm watching it. I'm trying to keep an eye on it, and then I get engrossed. Oh, where's that piece? Where's that piece? And yeah, and tunnel vision. That's it. End of story. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for those two pieces in dark gray. No, those are silver. Those are shiny. They have little sparkle in the book. Okay, so we'll put these on first. These will go there. Now I just have to find those. I believe are these. That. Those two right there. Step 46. But I did notice eventually. Is I hate it when I'm like, end of stream. Oh, wait, look, there was people in chat. It's really bad when you're playing a video game too. You would think, oh, okay, we're doing Lego. I can keep an eye on chat a lot easier if I'm doing Lego. I can break focus for an instant. You know, not like a game where your life in the game depends on it. Oh. But I tend to get tunnel vision. You can watch it happen real time on the Anarchimedes show. How quickly can he forget about the chat? That should be, we should take bets on that. Boy, it is warm. Go. Right. Put the rest of the pieces on. I'd also make more excuses about my attention, my inability to pay attention right now, based on other circumstances. But this is a family-friendly show. Or at least we try to be. Even though we do play Doom on it. Okay. We are halfway through the book. Okay, step 48. They're upside down. That's why I was holding this right in front of the chat and I couldn't see what was going on. That's my excuse. Someone once said one excuse is as good as another, so it might as well be, well, my pancakes were too dry this morning. Why are you late to work? My pancakes were too dry this morning. Why didn't you take out the trash? My pancakes were too dry. And everyone watching is going, wow, he's really rambling. Vader's Brick Empire. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the show. Yeah, Neo Wolf, I can relate. I can relate. Yeah. Flipped over. But Vader's Brick Empire, welcome to the show. Glad you could join us. We are building Lego set, or the first ship in Lego set 75348. I can remember things like that. I just can't pay attention. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. I really do appreciate it. That's why we do this. We are not sponsored. We are not We have not monetized. All right. See you, Vader's Brick Empire. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're in chat. I'll check out your channel. I like to do that with everyone who jumps into chat. So thank you. Thank you. I'm on that, and I finished that one. We're just poor, struggling YouTubers. Each and every one of us. I'm not even on Twitch. Everyone said you should stream on Twitch. Sword and Stone. Cool. Okay, let's see. Building the pod, I believe, where the Mandalorian will sit. Don't jump ahead. Don't skip steps. Don't skip steps. I can remember what Lego set we're building. I will jump around, I will skip steps, can't pay attention to which step I'm on. But it's all good. Yeah, that's right. For a second, that didn't look right. That boy ain't right. Okay, one. And where's the other piece? Right there. Okay, let's see. What am I doing? That's the other thing. Staying focused. Yes. The challenges of brick building while medicated. All right, Neo Wolf. We'll catch you later. Thank you for joining us while you could. Always appreciate your guys' support. So, thank you. We will keep building this. We'll see how much longer it takes us. How long have we been streaming now? Let's see. Oh, almost an hour. Okay. Almost an hour now. This will take us over an hour. Maybe, let's think, I'm thinking maybe an hour and a half to complete this build. We shall see. Okay, one of those and two of these. So I need to compare notes with Neo Wolf sometime about because of brick building while in certain states, and how difficult it is to be on stream doing this when you get hungry. I'm just saying. Two 1x1s, 1x's, and two with the slope. Where are you? Oh, I knocked over R2 E6. Okay. Let's just work our way backwards. Start building. The newest in Starfighters. Tan leather interior. There it is. I knew it was going to be underneath something. Okay, building two of these. Oh, I still need to stack. Put this on. There we go. The pod underside, bottom half of the pod is attached. Now these are going to go on that way in. Right there. 2, 4, and 4, and 2. Okay, first we build had the wrong pieces. Had the wrong pieces. Okay, this and this. Okay, that. And these, and I build 2 of them. Bag, and that's bag 2. This is bag 3. Bag 3, we build the Mandalorian Fleet Commander. Okay, the final bits. The final bits. Here we go. Let's move things around a little bit. One of those. These are going here. Two slopes. Should be one more. looking for a 1x2 in dark gray. This. Did I use it where I should have used a light gray one? It's entirely possible. All right, we're just going with the light gray one. I can't find it right now. Should be another one. There it is. These two. These two. Two of these, one of these. Yo. One and one. And the control stick. Trying to make sense of what's going on here. Oh. 2 half round, quarter rounds, single stud. One of those, okay. And the canopy. Now we build the back of the engines. Do this 3 times. And one, and one, 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 one. Now for the guns. Go those, and then one of those. And build 2 of those. And that should use up all of our pieces. Now these go on this way. And there we go. And that, after we load the blaster bolts in, is the Mandalorian Fang. With the TIE Interceptor. And this shows us putting the Mandalorian Fleet Commander in there. Let's see if he'll fit with all his accoutrements. Yeah, he fits. He fits. Bring his sidearm in just a little bit. But he fits in there. He's in there. There we go. So that is this all together now with our Mandalorian and our R2 E6 is Lego set 75,348. We have built the Mandalorian, woo, and I fired off one of the blaster bolts. Luckily I got it. Yeah, this definitely needs a stand. I'll fix that off cam, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I'll fix that off cam. So I'm going to swing back around. We are going to go jump. I'm going to switch this back to the main cam. So that was Lego set 75,348. This first half of Lego set 75,348, the Mandalorian Fang Fighter. Hope you've enjoyed building with us today. And I have to hunt for pieces that have flown back into the abyss. If you have, remember, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, all that YouTube stuff. So this is probably it for this week, unless I post something during the back half of the week about Phoenix Fan Fusion. So until that time, until next time, I'm Archimedes signing off.